Hello Superset Maniacs and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're doing something different. We're still gonna do a bodybuilding comparison, but as you probably have figured it out from the thumbnail and title already, we're gonna compare Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman and Big Ramy in their off-season. Off-season may not be the best choice of words, as these are their before the Olympia versions. For Dorian is his notorious 6 weeks out photo shoot from 93. For Ronnie we have some shots from roughly 5 weeks out before the 2003 Mr. Olympia. As for Ramy, we're gonna use screenshots from Dennis James's recent Instagram video with some mandatory poses practiced with Big Ramy from 2.5 weeks out from the 2021 Mr. Olympia. These three are the freakiest mass monsters of their respective generations, so taking out the conditioning factor, as these are not stage ready versions of theirs, we are trying to find out who is the freakiest mass monster of all time, or at least have fun watching these titans collide. Front double biceps, and we already could notice that Ronnie does not have the advantage he would have if these were stage ready physiques, as besides his freaky big guns, the details and separation through his arms and especially biceps makes him virtually unbeatable in this pose. With conditioning and details taken out of the equation, Ronnie may actually fall in last place in this pose, as both Dorian and Ramy have better silhouettes. Don't get me wrong, Ronnie may still have the best guns and he is crazy big overall, probably the biggest in this lineup if we can call it like that, but in this comparison with the conditioning side taken out of the equation, the emphasis will be put on overall shape and balance, of course on fullness and roundness as well. So for me, Big Ramy looks the best in this pose right here. He's got the most dominant lower body, again with the details taken out of the equation. He's got some crazy big guns as well, the best V-taper and his semi-vacuum pose, a semi-vacuum on top of all. Dorian Yates is second here. Front lat spread, and once again Ronnie's overall flow is hurt by his midsection and also his execution. Both Dorian and Ramy look more comfortable in this pose. Ronnie packs a lot of muscle everywhere, but these two hold their own for sure. Between Dorian and Ramy things get a little complicated, as Dorian's incredible lats are not quite visible in this shot. Knowing how they really look on stage, we could assume that Dorian is the most dominant at this department. However, my eyes are drawn again to Big Ramy. His X-frame is just incredible. So in this second front pose, Ronnie is again last, and between Ramy and Dorian I might go with Big Ramy again, I don't know. In the side chest, Ronnie Coleman comes back strong in this comparison. He is by far the most dominant upstairs, especially through the arms and delts. Actually, if we look at their pectorals, Dorian Yates edges both Ronnie and Big Ramy, which is crazy. Ronnie Coleman and Big Ramy might have the best overall chest developments in the modern era, probably together with Marcus Rule, but in these off-season physiques, Dorian's chest pops up much better. However, Dorian loses the shoulder arm development and downstairs against both Ronnie and Ramy, so he gets third in this one. Ronnie Coleman wins the side chest in my opinion. Back double biceps, and Big Ramy falls down to last place here. Off season or not, he is no match to Dorian and Ronnie from the back. Between Dorian and Ronnie, Dorian is much more competitive downstairs than usual. He may lose the hams against Ron but wins the calves big time. He even has straighted glutes this far out from the show. However, upper body Ronnie Coleman dominates too much. I believe Dorian could have done a better job spreading his back in this pose, even though we're not talking about the back lat spread. This is noticeable on stage as well. Dorian's back is crazy hard and detailed but lacks width in this pose, and while he is one of the widest bodybuilders, it only means this is a problem of execution. Ronnie spreads his back more, his back looks wide, thick and bubbly. He also wins the guns and wins the pose overall. Big Ramy comes back in this second back pose, the back lat spread. He looks much more competitive in this one than in the back double, however he is still third. Between Ronnie Coleman and Dorian Yates, this is even more difficult. First of all, they have different approaches in execution. Dorian leaning back while Ronnie leaning upwards. Dorian is wider and has the better details through the back overall, but Ronnie's back is bigger overall. As a conclusion, I would give this second back pose to Dorian Yates. That combination of size and details is fatal here. Side triceps, and look at Ronnie Coleman, guys. His side triceps looks world class. Something we cannot say about him in this pose too often. His triceps look better than Ramy's. He's got the best details and separation through the arms overall. His chest pops up the best. Hell, even his midsection looks okay here. However, this is a Dorian Yates pose all day. He's got the best tricep development, the best display, and that lower body rivals even Big Ramy here, if you ask me. Losing the side leg but compensating with them calves. Dorian is first, Ronnie second, and Big Ramy last in the side try. Abs and thighs, and in spite of the upper body, Dorian Yates falls down to last place in this pose. His thighs are just no match to these other two guys in this comparison, and especially in the way he is displaying them here. Between Ronnie and Big Ramy, the answer is kinda obvious. Ramy has the so much better abs and V-taper, and while Ronnie may present some incredible cuts through the thighs, even here 5 weeks out from the 2003 Olympia, I still believe that overall Big Ramy is the best in this pose. Most muscular, and Dorian Yates falls down to last place again. Those arms and especially his delts don't help him at all here. He's the last lower body as well. Between Ronnie Coleman and Big Ramy, it gets a bit tricky, with Ramy presenting the way better silhouette and the midsection in particular. However, Ronnie is so dominant with those delts, arms and chest that this one becomes obviously his pose. Now I know there are a lot of die-hard fans for any of these three guys, and before you get mad, I hope you guys realize that this is just my opinion on a very subjective topic. So the final result in this comparison looks like this. Dorian has won 2 poses, the rear lat spread and the side triceps. Ronnie has won 3 poses, the side chest, the back double biceps and the most muscular. And Ramy has won 3 poses as well, the front double, the front lat spread and the abs and thighs. The final score looks like this. They got the placing as the number of points for each pose, so the fewer points the better. So Ronnie Coleman wins this matchup overall, closely followed by Big Ramy and Dorian Yates. This wasn't a walk in the park for King Ronnie Coleman. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with these placings. Also let me know your calls for each pose. Like this video if you enjoyed it, regardless if your favorite bodybuilder won or not. Also subscribe, and as always, thank you guys and see you next time.